Hi, Dr. Bridget here with another prescription for success. Today's is called What Does Your Recovery Strategy Look Like? So recovery strategy is a really interesting concept, isn't it? And I've had a lot of conversations recently about that. I started doing some supervision of people that have been on my courses, and I talked to someone the other day who'd got a bit of self-doubt about what was happening with a client of theirs, and I asked her what her recovery strategy was, and she didn't really know. And it started me thinking whether we all need one. So we have all our highs and lows that happen through life, and maybe we've got a plan, maybe we know what our values are, maybe we've got goals, or maybe we haven't. But life happens around us and things come in from left side, right side, up and down, wherever they happen to come from. And then all of a sudden you find yourself doubting yourself, sometimes getting a bit hysterical about things, having huge emotional reactions, or just generally feeling a bit rubbish. And it's going to happen through your life. And I wondered whether you had a recovery strategy. So quite often what happens is that people will either respond to things logically, so they'll sit down, they'll get stuff out of their head, they'll look at their goals, or they'll have a think about where they want to be, and they'll write stuff down, and then that sort of negativity then disappears. Sometimes people will get very emotional about it, sometimes people will like to talk to other people about it. And sometimes those other people find it quite difficult to deal with because they're actually these people are going through a bit of a crisis. But that's how they deal with it. Sometimes people will like to take action straight away, and someone I was talking to today actually said, well, they need to sit down and write things down and reflect on things for a day or two and then move on. So what I'm asking you is, do you have plans, goals and values? If not, get in touch or look back at some of the other videos. B, do you ever sort of do that down, and what causes it and what then causes you to go back up? So the bit that causes you to go back up is what I call a recovery strategy. So have a think about those times when you've done that. Have a think about whether you needed to be on your own, whether you needed to talk to someone else, whether you need to reflect for a while, whether you need to write things down. And you'll probably find there's a pattern for every single episode that you've had. There will be a pattern that's actually got you out of that emotional state or upset or crisis in confidence. And, you know, if you've got it written down, then you can rinse and repeat it, can't you? And it's then not just a question of thinking, well, what am I going to do this time? It's going back and saying, well, what I did last time and the time before that and the time before that really worked really well. So I'm just going to do that this time, and there's less emotions, it's just taking the action to actually do it. So I hope that's helpful. I hope that if you have any crises and you don't find it very easy to get out of them, then you'll pick the phone up or book a session with me, because I'm always here to talk these things through. But really what I'm about is giving people the skills to do that themselves. So coming on courses, working with me, just thinking from the video perspective, these prescriptions, what is it that you do that will help? So good luck with that, and I shall see you next week. Bye.